Dear Taurus, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. Today, dear daddy and mommy Taurus, I'm going to be doing your reading from January 25th to February 1st. And this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Now, dear Taurus, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards and get some final advice for you. Also, I want to thank to each and every one of you for being here, participating into the competition as well. I will announce the name of the winner and will also give you your free Ask a Question, Get an Answer reading by the end of this video. And yes, we are back into the studio. I will mention and I will talk about the main reasons why I decided to move back into this studio. Okay, now let's get into your reading and see what you need to know, dear Taurus. Taurus, it's giving quality reading. It's giving 10 out of 10 reading. So I'm saying some sassy shit out here. So, dear Taurus, your challenge is the death, transformation, rebirth, and a Scorpio. At the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is the 10 of Cups. Now, your challenge, dear Taurus, has a lot to do with this transformation that's going on. There is a rebirth that's happening, okay? This talks about you either letting go of something, okay? You could be dealing with the Scorpio also. You could be dealing with the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I'm getting here another water sign or Capricorn. So there is something here that's happening, okay, in your life. There is some sort of a transition that you're going through in regards to a specific relationship. We're going to clarify this and we're going to find out more. In the recent past, you have the 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. In the recent past, Taurus, some sort of a situation came to an end. Either you walked away from someone or they walked away from you. One of the reasons why is because there was not an equal give and take exchange energy. Maybe everything started off great, but then all of a sudden, I do see here something pausing and ending. It was just not fulfilling anymore. We're going to find out more about this in a second. In the present moment, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Now, in the present moment, for many of you, I feel like there is an energy here. Someone is weighing their options down. Someone is going back and forth in regards to whether they should really come towards you or not. Or you could be also weighing your options down and trying to make a decision here, which is going to be very important. There is going to be a brand new beginning, but that brand new beginning has been delayed because someone is taking their sweet time. We're going to clarify this in a moment. In the near future, you have the 7 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Page of Wands. In the near future, it seems like there is a little bit more of the confusion in regards to how to move towards this brand new beginning. And I do see here that there is going to be a brand new beginning, which can lead to a lot of happiness here. Okay, you could also be dealing with the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, Pisces, and then the Tower, which can also mean Scorpio, and you have the Sun at the bottom, Leo. Okay, so for many of you in the near future, I do see here a situation that's going to end up pretty well, better, but there is a lot of challenges right now. Maybe there is a dynamic here that needs to be transformed and changed in this relationship. Someone needs to change something. My intuition is also telling me that someone here also has an addiction that they need to get rid of, they need to stop doing, whatever that might be. Could be a third party also. Now, without any further ado, let's get into your readings and let's clarify everything for you. My cutie patootie looking all that's so good. Taurus, so let's clarify your main challenge and see what is it that you need to know. So the Death card is clarified, your challenge is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the 5 of Swords, and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I feel like there has been, your happiness kind of seems like it has been dimmed a little bit. You are in your head a lot with the 9 of Swords. There could be also a long distance situation. Your challenge here has a lot to do with wanting to see if it's actually worth it to, if it's really worth your emotions to invest into trying to resolve a conflict here with someone. There is an unfinished business with the Five of Swords. There is a situation that has come to an end, and there is maybe you are in the middle of a conflict right now. In general, by nature, you as a Taurus, you don't like no conflict. Okay, you like to chill, you like to relax, you like to have really high quality communication and connection with people around you, with the people around you, with this person. So there is an ongoing conflict, and you could be saying, you know what, is this something that is completely done, and should I really let it go or not? So you're really looking into your emotions and into your feelings as well. Also, there could be an age difference between you and this person. You're also realizing that the person that you are dealing with, there is something about this person either being emotionally immature or like they're acting like that for now. There is something really childish about their behavior also, okay? So there is a conflict that you're basically considering if it's really worth it to invest your time into it and try to find a resolution. You're really hurt. Someone really hurt you emotionally at your deep level. So let's get into the past and see what happened. In the recent past, dear Taurus, the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Fool, the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. So for many of you, I feel like this person tried to come back again. Okay, there was a brand new beginning after something ended very painfully. But again, one of the reasons why this situation ended very painfully was because I see here a breadcrumbing. I see here someone breadcrumbing you, not really being equally invested into this relationship. It felt like the yoke was not equally shared. You know what I'm saying? That's a metaphor, but it's like I feel like you were constantly investing, giving and giving and giving into this relationship, and unfortunately this relationship went from being a relationship to a relationship. Okay, now in the recent past, you have the Seven of Pentacles. There was this pause and reflection. Many of you paused, many of you reflected, many of you said, you know what, let me just think about this. Let me wonder if this is really worth it. Should I stay? Should I go? It could have been that person too, but eventually someone did walk away. So the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. You were dealing with someone who acted like an air sign. Maybe they were an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So that's you, dear Taurus. Okay, the Hierophant at the bottom. And then the Empress, that's literally you. So for many of you in the recent past, there was constant conflict, constant argument. You see, I like to explain the cards a little bit so they make sense to the viewer, okay? I'm not the one that's going to shuffle cards under the table and try to, hide things. This is open. Now, for many of you, dear Taurus, in the recent past, I do see here you communicating with this person. There was a fight. Why? Because you have the Seven of Cups in the middle. The Seven of Cups indicates open relationship, other options, other things going on, confusion, okay? And you kept talking to them about it. You kept addressing, you kept saying to them, look, we need to see what is this issue about. When it comes, if you're learning tarot, if you're a tarot reader, the juxtaposition of these three cards right now is already telling you Knight of Swords looking towards the Queen of Swords. What's blocking this communication? What was it that was blocking this communication in the past? Like I said with the Seven of Cups, too much confusion, too much uncertainty going on, okay? Now, Eight of Cups here, apparently this led to someone here walking away. Dear Taurus, the Eight of Cups in the recent past is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Justice, and the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So you have the Chariot. Someone here left. I'm also getting here, you might have dealt with someone who was very much fond of cars. There's something with this person loving cars or owning multiple cars. So in the recent past, there was a divorce or a separation that might have happened between you and this person, right? The Justice, Ten of Pentacles. There was a separation, family matters, financial matters here also came into play. So I do see here that for many of you, you and this person did go through a major shift, okay? Things were out of balance. There was a strong disconnection, okay? For many of you, there is also something that's going to be confirmed in the upcoming full moon in the sign of Leo on February 1st, by the way. Now, in the present moment, a lot of you are contemplating if this is something that you should really go back to or not. Okay, the Page of Pentacles in the present moment, dear Taurus, is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Star. Aquarius energy, Gemini energy, and the Ace of Cups. For some of you, this is not going to resonate, but you are manifesting this person back into your life, okay? You might say to yourself, you know, a lot of things happened in the past, a lot of misunderstanding. This person was in a different place in their life. Maybe they were married to someone else and we met and we tried to work it out, or they were in the process of divorcing someone. So this could be some of your situations. Now, in the present moment, there is a lot of love between you and this person, okay? The Star Aquarius energy. You're not giving up on this person. You truly want to make it work because you do see this person being as someone that you can share a lifetime with, that you can move forward with. There also could be some children involved into the picture as well. So you have the Knight of Cups in the present moment, and you are manifesting this also. So the Knight of Cups, dear Taurus, in the present moment is clarified by the Tower, the Hermit, and the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Someone is in their feelings. Someone is really, really doing some deep work and trying to understand their past, their patterns, the reason why they actually caused this Tower moment happen. Five of Pentacles, abandonment wounds, attachment issues, childhood trauma. Someone is really doing the work within themselves. I think the reason why this person has been taking for so long to come towards you, and they have been going kind of like back and forth, is because they're really looking within themselves and they're trying to understand much better this situation. And they're also trying to really shed light, as the Hermit is shedding light onto the Tower. Why? Why did this situation end the way that it did, right? Why did I walk away? Why did this person walk away? And they're also realizing that they were avoiding of having an important conversation with you also. Now, there is a decision that is being made in the present moment. Instead of going constantly back and forth, there is an important decision making that's happening. The Two of Pentacles, dear Taurus, in the present moment is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Magician, and the Two of Wands, and you have the Lovers. Okay, so the Lovers is at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Cups. This is someone that hasn't given up on you. This person has not given up on you. As much as you have not given up on them, neither have they. And you may say, well, where are they? What's happening? I think that this person is trying to either get rid of some sort of baggage from their past, or there is something going on. Also, it could feel like a burden for now, just because maybe there is some sort of a geographical distance between you and this person as well. I'm seeing here cultural differences, ethnicity differences, certain external circumstances that are influencing you and this person actually getting back together. But again, seeing the Magician twice in a row in your reading also is telling me that there is some sort of manifestation, intention that is being set, and a manifestation is coming true, okay? Now, the Seven of Cups in the near future, there is an important decision to be made. My intuition is telling me, there is the Four of Wands here, which is about relationship. My intuition is telling me this decision here has a lot to do with who is going to relocate, who is going to finally quit what they were doing and commit to this relationship. And what are they going to quit? Seven of Cups clarified by the King of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Five of Cups. I think there is going to be an important discussion in regards to destiny. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. This is about your destiny. You are aware that there is a shift that needs to happen. You have been aware and alarmed and informed, and you have observed that, you know what, there is necessary changes need to happen. You are the King of Pentacles, okay, the richest person in tarot. You have the Seven of Swords. The reason why also you may have a lot of questions, dear Taurus, I'm going to go a little deeper into this and to eliminate, is because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where there is trust issues, where someone here is going back and forth, where you feel like that maybe you still cannot trust this person. Are they going to commit to me? Are they not going to commit to me? What are we going to do? How is it going to work out? You want stability. You're all about quality rather than quantity or words. You need actions. So in the near future, there is going to be an important decision about putting something to rest or healing or disconnecting. This decision here is not going to make your person happy at the first place, but that's something they need to choose to do. Whether that's getting rid of addiction, toxicity, toxic people, someone from their past, they need to get rid of that in order for them to be able to offer you that nice, thick, and juicy Ace of Wands. You all know I play on the Team D, right? So the Ace of Wands, dear Taurus, in the near future is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Lovers. I just got a message notification. Some of you are going to get a notification too. Now, the Knight of Cups headed towards the Lovers. As you can see, the two knights in this juxtaposition, one knight is headed towards the other way. This knight is headed towards the future. In tarot, there is 4 knights. 2 of them are, so the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, they're actually headed towards the past. The Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles are looking towards the future. So this person is going to need to confirm their decision. They're not going back to the past. They're not going back to the past patterns, past people here. They need to move towards you with love. They need to move towards you with commitment here. I do strongly feel like here that that's what they're going to be more inclined to, because the love between you and this person is actually very strong. And this is going to lead to actually you and your person of having a brand new beginning with the Page of Wands. And again, there is certain parameters, there is certain boundaries that are going to be reinforced in this relationship. Page of Wands is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Wands, and 8 of Swords. So again, this is something that's going to lead to commitment and marriage, okay? And I think that this is going to set you and your person free from something here that's been holding you and them back. There is a situation here that you and them are aware that's been keeping you and them in bondage or in hostage. Whatever was, it could be also a mentality. It could also be thinking. It could be also thinking patterns. Okay, you might have felt that you were stuck in this situation. They were stuck in their situation, stuck in your head. They were stuck in their head. But this is going to lead to a brand new beginning. And I do see here a commitment and a relationship with the 4 of Wands, because that is the relationship card. Okay, now let's get into your advice here. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, dear Taurus, you have the 10 of Cups. So this is about family. This is about union, relationship, you know. So that's what I see here happening. I'm also getting here children in the picture as well. Let's get the advice. So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Star, which is also the card of an Aquarius. When you're dealing with an Aquarius, the piece of advice that I can give you here in this case, dear Taurus, is the following. There is going to be an offer coming towards your way. Ace of Pentacles. You have the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. You have a choice here. And this choice here is to actually see the potential that you and your person can actually heal from the past, because this is the wounded soldier, and move on. Constantly ruminating over the past mistakes, blaming yourself, feeling guilty, sign bashing, you know, name calling, whatever the situation might be, and being in that kind of a frequency, it's only going to keep you and them stuck in the same place. But I think there is a resolution that's happening. We already saw the Ace of Wands coming up. There's going to be a brand new beginning. So this is about you seeing the potential growth and the outcome that truly this relationship carries, because the Death card here as the transformation, this has a lot to do with a transformation that's going to actually lead to a brand new beginning. What are the old ways that we need to let go of, and how can we reorder and reconstruct this relationship to actually have a brand new beginning together? Okay, so this is what I had for you, dear Taurus, as an advice. And now I am going to be doing the free personal reading, okay, free, not free, but personal, quote unquote, because this is a ask a question, get an answer for Rhea, right? Your name is Rhea. So thank you so much for your participation and for being here onto the channel. I'm gonna do more of this, of course, whenever I see your presence into the comments, whenever I see you participating, commenting. Okay, that makes me like, she always comments. She's a Taurus, so many amazing things that I'm very thankful, and I wanted to, you know, give back. Okay, so you were asking about money. I remember, I don't have my phone with me, but I remember your comment. You were asking, what do you need to know about career? What should you start? What kind of business? What is coming up for you in 2026 in finances? Okay, so let's see, what do you need to know? Rhea, what do you need to know for 2026? So what's coming up? What's coming up for Rhea? Rhea. Sorry, sweetie, if I mix your names up. But let's get into your reading. What do you need to know? What's coming up for you in money? Okay, so you have the Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands. You need to change your job as soon as possible. Or I'm getting here, there is, you gotta be, the way you're going to allocate your time, you need to really look into it. Five of Wands. I don't know if you're working with stupid and lazy people that are driving you mad with the Five of Wands. This is talking about a change of career. And also, you could be really kind of, being in a little bit of a conflict within yourself. Which career do I choose? What do I need to do? You have the King of Wands, you have the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Wands at the bottom. So I feel like that what you really want to do, you might want to start off some sort of a business here, okay? Maybe partnership with a close girlfriend of yours or a friend of yours, or maybe you're going to attract a sugar daddy, okay? Or maybe you're going to attract King of Wands. Maybe you're going to attract a businessman or someone that's actually going to provide the funds for you, okay? You don't do dusty, crusty people here, okay? You're a Taurus, you're all about quality, sprinkle, sprinkle. So I think that what you're gonna need to do to look into how can you actually create something with someone that you truly trust. I think that this is a project that you may think of starting not just by yourself, but maybe someone else. There is something here about beauty, hair, beauty products. You could be thinking about, this is my intuition telling me, you could be a hairstylist, you could be a hairdresser, you could be doing something with beauty, manicure, cosmetics, makeup, clothing, dresses. You could also consider doing an event organizer, like an event planner, organizing events for people. That's what I'm strongly getting here that's coming up for you. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. I think if you start now, you're gonna see some really big wins in the fall, okay, in the fall season here. It's gonna take you 3 months to really take it off. Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, I think you've been thinking about whether you should leave. I mean, this personally is literally up to you to decide, but you may need to come up with some sort of a mitigation plan of how you want to exit a situation or a job that's not serving you anymore, and then decide to move towards somewhere else. I see here you disconnecting from a situation of a place and then actually establishing your dream, okay, your goal, your vision. The Queen of Wands is someone who works for the community, who does charity, and then who also gets paid, who does things for other people. So you're someone that you have a big vision, not only just for yourself, but also for maybe a certain group of people, targeted group of people. So I do see here if you've been going back and forth, you might need to come up with a plan. Let this business, this side hustle, that's going to be your future main job, to actually take off. And then I do see here you basically disconnecting and then, being confident in your choice. King of Wands clarified, Five of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. This is exactly what I was saying. So you just know there is a sugar daddy coming into your life, or someone that's going to actually treat you very well. Okay, this is what I'm clarifying, the King of Wands. The person, the soulmate, the lover that's going to come into your life, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, is going to offer you love, and that love is also going to pay your debts. It's also going to take you out of some sort of a financial difficulty and obstacle, okay? This is someone that you can trust. I feel like, okay, you also have the strength, could be a Leo. This person, you can confidently ask for their tax payments, okay, paperwork for the past 3 years, and they're also going to be showing you their credit score is going to be about 900. Some sassy shit out here. So I'm saying, this is what I'm predicting for you. You're no longer going to be dealing with stupid and lazy people because you have a business that's going to grow, okay? So this is what I had for you, dear Tauruses and dear Reina. I love you all so much, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.